Marshmallow!
Oh, hell yeah.
Only this
What's
strong
up, Brazil?
Galera, a gente está aqui mais feliz que criança no parque de diversão, porque a gente está com o nosso grande ídolo, Rick Hunolt. Welcome, Rick!
What's happening? Thank you for having me.
Rick.
E hoje, Ivan, Christian, né, da nossa staff, e uma presença especial, o Luca Ferreira, da Page Exodus Brasil. Bem-vindo, Luca.
Muito obrigado pelo convite, é uma oportunidade, um prazer estar aqui. Cheers, Rick!
Yes, sir.
Começando os trabalhos, galera, participem, toquem no sininho. Hoje aqui é pauleira pura.
Hoje é referama, Master Riffs
Ivan,
aqui.
Bem-vindo, Christian, e vamos lá, Matt Fischer.
Dá as boas-vindas aí, Christian.
Okay, thank you for your presence here at our channel. Okay,
of course,
we're very happy to have you here, and also the guys from Exodus page must be very happy too. It's a great pleasure to talk to you.
Of course, hey, the pleasure is all mine. Thank you so much.
Okay, so quem vai começar aí com a primeira rodada?
Eu.
Vai lá.
Primeiramente, né, a gente não precisa nem dizer que a gente está feliz por o Rick estar aqui com a gente, tá? E eu queria falar para ele um momento atual aí, né, que as coisas parecem estar voltando, o novo disco do Êxodos aí tá pancada. E para ele contar detalhes da participação dele nesse disco novo do Êxodos, enfim, o que a gente pode esperar e se ele tá aí, se ele tá disposto a tocar na banda de novo. Nessa linha aí, Cristian, vê se a gente consegue pescar alguma coisa aí, uma novidade.
3 guitarras, né?
3 guitarras, né? Ótimo,
Okay,
imagina que loucura não ia ser isso.
Well, okay. I'm gonna ask the first question. George asked about the returning of the concerts nowadays, because
yes, sir.
Everybody is anxious for that, and now that you had a participation in the new Exodus album, it was seemed to be great. We would like to know, like, how do you feel now with this coming back of concerts, and if there is a possibility to see you playing again, even with the 3 guitars, in Exodus again?
Right. Okay. So, yeah, I think that actually the shows that I've been doing have been super fun, super heavy, really tight. Everybody's having a great time. You know, Tom's been out for a while, so Johnny Tempesta stepped in and requested that I do some shows with them. So we had a great time. So I think I'll just say this, you guys. In the Exodus camp, anything is possible. I'll always have a spot in Exodus, that's for sure. If they want me to come along, I'll definitely come along. I know times are weird right now because of COVID. You know, so we'll see what happens. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, man. I got it. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna speak in Portuguese for the guys, okay? And then we return to English. Ele disse que se divertiu bastante com os shows, tá bem, né, ansioso para essa volta, apesar de ter todo esse lance do Covid atrapalhando um pouco. E se tivesse a oportunidade, se chamarem ele de volta, ele toca com prazer, sim, né? Tipo, deu branco para o nome do guitarra que saiu ali, Que horror isso, rapaz, tô velho.
Tu tá velho? Qual guitarrista?
Lucas, ajuda aí, Lucas, salva o tio aqui.
O Lee Altos?
Isso, né? Então, tipo, ele não se importa. Ele diz que se tiver que tocar com os 3, né, tudo bem, mas ele tá
Iron Maiden do thrash metal.
Acho que é um spoiler.
Ele diz que nada é impossível, né? Tudo depende da proposta, assim. Então, tendo proposta, ele pula pra dentro, né? Ele tá ali pra isso, né? Então,
maravilha. Isso é um spoiler. Pra mim é um spoiler isso aí.
Podemos ter, ele diz, nada é impossível no quesito do Êxodo. Então, vamos lá, né?
Muito bom. Vai lá, Ivan. Vamos aproveitar.
Eu queria perguntar para ele que ele foi um dos guitarristas assim um cara que toca muito, e ele é muito conhecido por riffs, e o Êxodos é uma banda conhecida por riffs, vários riffs, e ele tem um cara do lado dele ali que é um cara muito técnico, e ele formou nos anos 80 ali, na minha opinião, uma das melhores duplas do thrash metal. Ele se considera isso, digamos, eles tiveram o reconhecimento que eles mereciam ou que eles achavam que deveriam ter como músicos e compositores?
Okay, so if I was asking about the beginning of Exodus and when you began it, you have the perfect riff masters duo in the band, and also Exodus was recognized as one of the best riff maker thrash bands here. And then he wanted to know that if you consider yourself one of the great riff masters into the thrash metal scene.
do I consider? Oh man. Listen, I'll say this. I've been there since the beginning. I'm not going to say that I'm a riff master because that's just not my personality. I will say that I have a lot of fun playing guitar, bud, and I love it with all my heart. And the passion is deep. The passion is deep.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Bom, ele disse ali que ele não se considera um riff master, mas ele tá lá desde o começo. Então, né, tem coisas ali que tá lá no passado profundo, né? Mas,
criadas por ele, criadas por ele também. Sim. Se ele não acha, nós achamos.
Aquela velha história.
As fans, we can tell you definitely are a riff master. Definitely.
Well, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really do. You know how much I love Brazil.
Please, tell us some more about Brazil, Rick. What are your best memories in Brazil?
Absolutely. I'll never forget. I'll be back, I promise.
Yeah, we really hope to see you back here.
Yeah, soon.
It'll be great. I had the opportunity to see you playing live, I think, in the beginning of 2000, I think, when you played in Porto Alegre.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
Yeah. Okay, quem vai na next question?
Yes, sir.
Segue o roteiro, é o Luca.
Well, Rick, I want to ask you, it's been 17 years since Temple of the Damned was released, and I want to ask you, how did it feel to record with the guys again after all these years, you know?
Well, it was super fun. I was, it was like I showed up there and I hadn't really heard much of the music, and Gary sent me a couple days beforehand. He sent me an MP3 file of the stuff he wanted me to solo over, and I'm like, okay, cool. So I worked on it a little bit, but honestly, I went up there and I was completely relaxed amongst, Exodus. I've been in the band for a long time. They're my brothers, you know what I mean? So there's no what's the word I'm looking for? There's no reason for me to feel uncomfortable. I was totally at home. Everything went great. I myself am super duper happy with what I did up there. Everybody else seems to love it. I can't wait till you guys hear it. It's awesome.
Yeah, we'll listen to it very soon, I hope.
So
is it true that you...
Go ahead.
Please. Yeah.
Have you guys heard anything except for the 2 tracks that they've been released?
Actually, they released 3 tracks, right?
Clickbait.
3 tracks so far.
Yeah, 3. You like?
Of course we did. Eles gostaram?
Yeah. Great.
Of course we did. It's
very
impossible
good.
to be an Exodus fan and don't enjoy songs like this. It's absolutely impossible.
Right. I hear it. Right on. Awesome.
And is it true that you recorded 2 solos for 2 songs?
Yes, sir.
2 songs.
Yeah,
We can't wait to hear this.
The solos, I think are really, really amazing. I think, because so Gary's got the bar and the crazy, and then Lee's got more, Lee's got more of the arpeggio stuff going. So I thought I'd come in there and just kind of slow it down, like I always do. Like I'm happy with what I did. I think you'll love it.
Of course, that's why you guys match so much.
Sure will.
When you hear it, you text me and tell me if you like it or not.
No doubt about it.
Ok, perfect.
Vai traduzir aí, Lucas, ou tu quer ter a versão aí dos fatos?
Ah, traduz aí, meu, traduz aí. Tem que estar comandando aí, eu tenho vergonha.
Tá bem.
Faz o resumo, Christian, faz um resuminho aí.
Tá, ok, ele fez 3 solos aí, né? Ele disse que foi super divertido fazer, porque ele tá em casa,
2.
né? 2?
2.
Era pra ser, tá certo, era pra ser 3, desculpa, foi 2. E ele tá super empolgado, assim, porque o Êxodos é a casa dele, então não tem problema, assim, ele não ficou desconfortável com os caras, não, tudo correu bem. Primeiro solo, ele não ouviu a música inteira, então ele não sabe o que ficou ainda, né? Ele fez o solo da música, mas ele não sabe como é que é a música inteira ainda. E o segundo, vamos ver, né? Tipo, quando derem a palhinha aí, a gente vai saber qual monstruosidade vai vir para nós ouvir, né? Com certeza vai ser algo meio monstruoso, sim. Mas ele tá bem feliz, assim, de ter feito essa participação, né? E gostou bastante de ter feito essa parte aí também, né? Vamos ver, né?
É só aguardar aí, que é a loucurada. Christian, contigo agora. A bolinha tá pra ti aí.
Okay, my turn. Asking the question. I hope you don't get mad with me about it. No. My question is about the nowadays thrash metal, which is not thrash anymore for me. It's more like a plastic metal nowadays. It's like impossible to find a band, even in the old ones, that still sound organic. Exodus still keeps that organic part alive. How do you feel when you compare old bands trying to sound like new bands or something more plastic than organic?
So are you talking about like old school thrash, like Creator, Exodus, Anthrax, as opposed to the new stuff that's out?
Yes.
I don't know. I think the older bands stay true to the thrash sound naturally because that's what we do. You know what I mean? I think
what you learn to play, so it's
yeah. That's what we grew up. We created it, so it's like now all these, there's a couple of bands that are fall in that category with us, like Hatred's really, really good. Death Angels, my favorite. I just love Death Angels. So I think that as far as new thrash goes, maybe they're trying too hard to sound thrash. I don't know.
Yeah, the point is like they're trying to sound, but they don't feel it.
Are you saying the songwriting, or are you saying the production?
Yeah, I mean the production.
Right, the production. So, okay. So, for one, everybody in thrash right now every guitar player is using the same exact amplifier. Everybody's using the EVH 5153, right? So, I mean, it's kind of hard not to sound the same when you're all using the same amp. You know what I mean? Given it's a great amp, but I think that they should stop trying to sound like old school thrash and just be themselves. You know what I mean? So I think it's really, really important for the genre of thrash metal. It always needs new blood, and the new blood can't be afraid to be different.
Yes.
Do you understand? A perfect example is back in Sepultura when they released Roots.
Yeah.
You remember? And how they went for that tribal feel, that real Brazilian roots tribal feel.
Yeah, they really created something completely different that time.
That's what I'm saying.
Kept their identity.
And it was badass. I loved it, dude. It's Sepultura, fucking very good. So that's what the genre needs. That it needs that it needs that fresh. It needs people to step up and just not be different because they want to be different, but be different because that's the natural progression of our sound. You understand?
Yes, I understand and I agree with you. Like,
yes, of course. Yeah,
okay.
It's super important, or else you're gonna have people sounding like we did in the 80s in 2020, you know, or 2030. You know what I mean? There needs to be some growth, and there needs to be some people that aren't afraid to be different in the genre to create that fresh, to keep it real, to keep it fresh. You know what I mean?
Yes, not to sound like a mimic.
Yeah, right. Exactly. And and also, I think the fans are important in that aspect too, because I think the fans have to be open to it. You know, they can't be so closed-minded to like, oh, well, it doesn't sound like 80s Exodus, so fuck, it's stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
Like, yeah, I think it's important all the way around for all of us to in order for our genre to grow, for our kids, you know, whoever. I think it's important.
Yes, it really is. Well, I'm gonna give the Brazilian version, Portuguese.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Bom, eu comparei ali o nosso querido trash plástico que nós temos hoje, né, com o trash do Exodus ali, né? E como ele falou uma coisa que é bem natural, né? Todo mundo tá usando o mesmo amplificador hoje em dia, né? Então, tipo, querendo ou não, tá todo mundo soando igual. Né? Mas ele acha bem importante isso, que algumas bandas tentem seguir essa raiz do thrash antigo, assim, né? Mas também tentem manter a identidade, né? Porque não é só ser aquela mímica da banda, né? Então, tipo, o thrash ele tem que ser renovado, como ele falou, como ele citou Sepultura ali no Roots, né? Que foi uma renovação do thrash metal, mudou bastante. Mine is over there. I have one, but I think she's sleeping. Então, tipo, voltando ali, né? Ele tava falando a respeito disso, que o thrash metal, uma das coisas que os fãs têm que ser também é cabeça aberta, né? E não adianta o cara ser radical quando o cara cria um conceito novo no álbum e dizer, isso aí não é Êxodos, coisa e tal. Não, soa diferente porque tu tá ousando. Se tu não ousar, né, vai soar sempre a mesma coisa.
Concordo plenamente.
Vai ficar chato.
E o Êxodos acontece muito isso, hein? Os caras reclamam pra caramba, principalmente com relação à troca de vocal, né?
E é uma banda que não tem medo de ousar, né? Então tem isso. E ele fala isso das bandas também. As bandas estão tentando soar muito o Êxodos, né? Porém, estão esquecendo de ter uma identidade. É importante que eles tenham uma identidade ao fazer isso, né? Então vamos ver, nós temos uma pergunta aqui. We have a question from the audience here. As Gabriel McPon. I would like to know...
Hey, Gabriel, what's up, baby?
Can you read it? Can you read it, Rick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like to know how Rick played guitar along with those leaps in the Toxic Waltz video without injuring something, and how fun was it to make the Toxic Waltz video? I can barely remember
awesome video.
No, it was those leaps were just they look a lot higher than they were actually, you know, because the guy was the photographer was underneath the drum riser. So we would jump over the drum riser, and it looked like we were jumping like 50 feet in the air, but it was pretty high, but it wasn't that high. And yes, it was a complete blast. The Toxic Waltz video, we invited all kinds of people, like from Violence, Anthrax, MOD, Forbidden, Death Angel, just all these great bands were there to help us video it. It was awesome. We did it at the Fillmore in San Francisco.
Great.
Luna likes it. Luna was like,
Who knows?
Hellcat.
Ok, I'm gonna give the translation here. Então, ele fala ali que aqueles saltos ali na gravação não foram tão difíceis porque o câmera estava embaixo dele, então era mais tranquilo, assim, de fazer, e foi bem divertido fazer porque ele convidou a galera toda das outras bandas ali, né, o Death Angel e companhia ali, então foi algo bem divertido de fazer mesmo, assim, né, então, tipo, respondeu a pergunta do nosso amigo aí.
Legal. Acho que eu vou inverter aqui para a gente sair do protocolo. Luca, vai lá, por favor.
Vai lá, Luca.
Well, I got a personal question. It's a curiosity, Rick.
Yes, sir.
What do you think Exodus would sound today if Paul was still alive and singing in the band?
Man, that's a great question, bro. I know because we all love Paul so much, yeah?
Yeah.
I miss him every day, dude. So, you know, I think about that a lot, actually. And I think that Paul was really good at making me and Gary be true to our sound. You know, he if it wasn't heavy, it sucked. You know what I mean? So, and that was Paul, and he meant that too. He was like, he kept us you know, if he was always honest. And to answer the question, I think it would be, honestly, I think he'd be proud of what's going on right now. I think he'd like the new album. I think he would love it. The music is good. You agree?
Of course.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
How do they look?
We had good times with Paul in Brazil, but
yes.
98?
We had good times with Paul in Brazil. It was amazing.
1998?
Yeah, it was incredible.
Yeah, I was 2 years old back in that day.
How old?
How old?
You were 2? Holy shit. Man, you make me feel like an old man, bro.
I was born 96. I was born 96, man.
Holy cow.
It's just a boy.
That's insane.
But I'm a huge fan anyway.
We were, oh no, I know, Luca. We were lucky because we had some time off in Brazil and we got to go to, we went, you know Matias? Matias Prill?
I remember. Oh, yes, you told me about him. Yeah, you told me about him.
He was the one that brought us there the first couple times, MP tours. So, and we spent like 8 or 10 days in Paraty, yeah? And
Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah, had so much fun. Went to the Pinga farm and drank too much Pinga.
Pinga.
It was awful. Pinga's awful.
We still got this stuff here.
Caipirinha. Woo!
So you got some great memories from Brazil.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just the good stuff.
Yep.
Great.
Ok. Eu vou trazer vamos voltar pro presente, né? Eu queria falar sobre os shows beneficentes ali pro Town Hunting, né? Perguntar como é que ele tá. Enfim, a gente está acompanhando, parece que tá bem, né? E como é que foi esses shows aí beneficentes pro Town Hunting?
Okay, George is asking about the concerts that you were doing to raise money for Town Hunting. How are they doing, and how do you feel about it?
Well, let me just start off with saying that Tom is cancer free.
Great.
It's been a crazy road. They went in and took out his stomach, his whole stomach, right? Mm-hmm. And then they stapled his esophagus to his small intestine. So he could eat. He has to eat like 8 very small meals a day, like literally like a quarter of a sandwich, and then he's full. And then he eats like, and you know, in another hour, same thing. over and over all day long. So he's got to learn how to do that all over again. He's super, super happy that, it could have been a lot worse. The shows were amazing. We had a great time. I don't know if you guys saw the video that we posted online about the golf carts in the pit during the Toxic Waltz.
Of course.
Yeah. You see it?
Of course.
That shit was crazy, right?
It's always
so
like
epic. Yeah, it was really, you should have seen it, man. It was really fun. It was like, we were just like, what the hell's going on? It was crazy.
It's an extra show.
Yeah, it was great. That was an outdoor show. Yeah. Yep.
Great.
Yep. And hopefully there's going to be some more shows.
Yeah, hope so.
Yeah, we'll see.
Traduzindo ali, né? Ele falou que o Tom já tá livre do câncer, né? Mas em compensação foi todo o estômago removido, né? Então tá ali tendo que se alimentar com pequenas porções de comida, né? Parcialmente, assim, 3 vezes por dia, mas, né? Tá lá. Bem melhor do que, né? Antes, assim, digamos. Mas quanto aos shows, os shows estão indo bem, assim. A galera tá agitando pra caralho, né? Como foi ali, ele falou da Toxic Waltz, que o Mosh Pit tava comendo ali. Normal. Então, tipo, ele tá bem contente, assim, né? E eu acho que o resultado tá aí, né, cara? Tipo,
que bacana,
ajudou bastante e ele espera que também tenham mais shows aí que ajudem mais também, né?
Acho que é o Ivan agora, Ivan.
Beleza, vamos lá. Ô, Christian, eu vou perguntar para ele, assim, ó, como era estar numa banda nos anos 80 ali, que os fãs eram bem radicais, os fãs do Êxodos, e eles tinham o lema Kill the Posers, que ajudou muito a difundir a banda, né? A banda, assim, como todo. E eu queria que ele fizesse um balanço daquele momento. E se o lema Kill the Posers, se hoje, ele poderia ser usado ainda?
Okay. Oh, so Ivan was asking, okay, about how was it to be in a band, which the motto was "Kill the Posers," and all the fans were pretty radical. And if you think that this motto is still worth nowadays, that you can use it nowadays.
If the motto "Kill Posers,"
yeah.
Well, of course, we don't mean that literally. I mean, we're not going to go out and shoot people in the head. But, but honestly, definitely, let them know at the show that if they don't love thrash, and then they need to go home. You know what I mean? So I mean, Kill Posers. I think it's a pun. You know what I mean? It's like kind of a joke. But, whoa. Sorry.
No problem.
Knocked over the phone. So I don't want anybody to go out and start killing people, that's for sure.
Yeah, nowadays is a little bit dangerous because people tend to follow everything that people say or listen, Problematic idea, But I agree with you, like, it's just a way to have fun and also to, you don't like it, you don't need to listen to it, but don't complain about it.
That's right.
It's all about the music.
That's all about the music.
Yeah.
And the brotherhood.
Yeah. Ok. Falando ali do motto, né, do lema, que era Kill the Posers, ele falou, não é literalmente isso, né, mas é um jeito de afastar os caras do show, né, porque, tipo, tu não escuta thrash metal, o que tu quer ali reclamando, né, então, tipo, ajuda bastante, né. Dá pra usar ainda mais, né? Que nem eu tava falando com ele. Tem gente que tem a seguir o pé da letra, né? Isso aí não é bom, né? É mais pra manter o pessoal no lugar, assim, né?
Evoluiu pra Kill the Kardashians, né?
Kill the Kardashians. That's Gary's
Eu ia falar isso.
That's Gary's thing, right? Right there it is, right there. Gary made an institution out of that, huh? That's getting big, right? Is that what it says on there? Right?
Yeah, he gave it to me. He gave it to me.
That's
2019. Last time we met, he gave it to me.
Yeah. Luca, you been to the States?
No, not yet, unfortunately. Not yet.
When you come to the States, you let me know.
Of course. I hope next time, maybe.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, but I
Any
hope
of you
to
guys.
see you there too. You gotta be there too, right?
I want to be there.
It's our deal. I'll be on the stage and you'll be there too. It's gonna be our deal.
Yeah.
Eu tenho uma pergunta que é meio, Christian, sobre como foi a pressão dele. Eu sempre tive curiosidade para saber, depois do Body by Blood. Depois do Body by Blood, a pressão, né, foi bastante grande ali. Como é que eles lidaram com isso né, depois de um clássico desse? Como foi a sequência, né? Como se deu a transição, né? Trocou vocalista, enfim, como é que foi aquela fase ali? Trocou a capa do disco, né? A capa do disco foi censurada, aquela coisa toda. Só para saber o que rolou ali, se eles não conseguiram lidar um pouco com a pressão. É mais curiosidade.
Okay, so George was asking about the beginning with all that pressure of Bonded by Blood and the second album, like, because Bonded by Blood had censorship in the cover art, and then there was all the pressure because there was no Paul Valov anymore in the band. So how did you deal with this pressure for the second album?
Man, that's a good question. So listen, so first of all, we were just kids, you know, we couldn't even buy alcohol. So we were like super young and just crazy, full of crazy energy, and then we recorded the album Bonded by Blood, and it took forever and ever for it to come out. You remember? It came out. It took forever. So that really messed us up in the world. In like Slayer, Metallica, Exodus, we were all there at the same time. We all had albums ready to be released, and of course ours is the last one because of record company craziness. But anyway, and then so the follow-up, losing Paul was super tough. I think that when anybody, okay, good examples like Van Halen 1. Van Halen 1, to this day, everybody compares everything that they've done after Van Halen 1 to Van Halen 1, right?
Yeah.
Same thing that we've been dealing with for 30 years. Everything that we do after Bonded by Blood is going to be compared to Bonded by Blood. So there's always going to be people that say that, you know, there's never, nothing will ever be as good as Bonded by Blood. Da, 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 da. And then there's going to be people that say, you know, their stuff after that is good too. It's just, it's always going to be that way. It's you know, we have no control over it. And after hiring a new singer and putting out Pleasures, and then we had to wait another year for Pleasures to come out. Remember? It was like another year for Pleasures to come out. So that was like a double. You know, so 84, and then we waited till, like, I don't know, Pleasures came out what, 86 or something, 85, late 85.
85.
Right.
85.
So yeah, so the people were just waiting, and we're sitting there going, God damn it, you know. Yeah, and there was a lot of pressure.
Don't have it.
Yeah, there was a lot of pressure. Meanwhile, we got Metallica and Slayer and Anthrax now on board, releasing albums every year, and we're just slowly but surely losing traction. You know what I mean? Losing traction.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it was tough.
It was a bit of a problem that time.
Yeah, it was tough. But I mean, you know,
Hello.
shit happened. We were just kids. We didn't know we didn't know anything. We were just kids.
Yeah. Okay, gonna give the Portuguese version here.
Yes, sir.
Bom, ele falou ali que no começo ali eles eram bem guri ainda, né? Mal conseguiu comprar bebida. E que tem toda essa treta aí todo mundo sabe, né, que o Bonded by Blood foi gravado e ficou um ano engavetado, né? Enquanto isso, todas as outras bandas estavam lançando o álbum e nada do Bonded by Blood. Aí saiu o Bonded by Blood, bombou, mas aí chega no Pleasures of the Flesh, o álbum fica gravado, engavetado um ano e a mesma coisa de novo. Então, tipo, eles eram guri ainda, não sabiam direito como lidar com isso, mas isso atrapalhou bastante, assim. Enquanto as outras bandas estavam fazendo show, tava todo mundo esperando o Exodus. E enquanto isso, estava todo mundo também querendo comparar com o Bonded by Blood, o que é um errado, né? Não poderia comparar aquela coisa assim. Mas ele disse que sempre teve essa pressão, assim, porque sempre teve esses atrasos com os lançamentos do Exodus, assim. Então, tipo, ele fala que era mais... Eles não ligavam tanto, assim, porque eles eram gurizão mesmo, assim, né? Mas atrapalhou um pouco isso. Enquanto todas as outras bandas lançavam um disco por ano, eles estavam ali parados esperando sair o álbum, né? Então, tipo, obviamente, quando trocou de vocalista não ia vir um Bonded by Blood, mas o pessoal ainda estava insistindo que, né, não é o Bonded by Blood, eu não quero. Né? Então,
e o que ele achou da regravação?
George is asking about the re-recording of Bonded by Blood. What
Let
do you
There
think
Be Blood.
Do you like it?
I'm going to be completely honest, and I think it sounds all right, but I think it was an absolute waste of time, and I don't know why they did it. I just don't know. I never really talked to Gary about it because it's just, to me, it's kind of like, why? You know, a lot of people like it. You know, it's not bad. Rob Dukes is badass. I love Rob Dukes, and it was interesting hearing him sing those songs. That's for sure. But you know, hey, kitty.
Yeah. She's a little bit like wanting some love.
Yeah. Of course.
Girl, you are not supposed to do that.
Vamos lá, que tem uma pergunta boa
aqui. The Portuguese version. Ele não gostou muito dessa versão aí, não, né? Já até falou, tipo, pra que fazer isso, né? Tem quem gostou, bastante gente gostou, assim. Mas ele particularmente não achou legal, não precisava ter feito isso aí, não.
Geralmente
tinha necessidade mesmo.
Né? Foi uma coisa, tipo, só pra ganhar grana mesmo, né? Porque pra ajudar a banda não ajudou muita coisa, não.
Então, o Rafael...
Baita pergunta do Rafael.
Pergunta essa do Rafael, por favor, Christian. Essa aqui é bem bacana.
E se eles, vamos acrescentar aí se eles estariam no Big Four, se ele acha que poderia estar no Big Four.
Okay, we have a question here from Rafael Albino. If Bonded by Blood was released before, okay, in the correct schedule, do you think the band would be like Metallica is nowadays, and you would be like part of the Big Four?
Man, I just don't know about that.
Things would be different for sure.
We had different. We yeah, I do. I think losing Paul was a big deal back then. I think that maybe we made a mistake by firing Paul. And this is just looking back on everything for me. You know what I mean? This is just my personal thought. You know, This is the stuff that I think about sometimes. What would have happened if we didn't fire Paul? I just think that maybe we would have got a little bit more traction if we didn't have that lag in between. You know, people love Paul, and Paul was like, he's a legend, you know, but he was going through a bad time in his life. And I guess at the time that we felt that maybe he was holding us back. I think probably that's what we were thinking. I think that probably we might have thought about getting him better instead of firing him. I don't know. But you know, as far as the Big Four goes, who's the Big Four? With Metallica, Slayer, Anthrax, and Megadeth? Is that the Big Four?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. maybe it should just be the Big Five. I don't know.
I think Exodus is the big one.
I will say this. I think that everybody has their place in the old school thrash. You know, if you want to give them a number or whatever, go ahead. I think it doesn't mean anything. I think that the people that were there and the people that love our genre know where everybody stands. And I honestly think that I know where we stand for sure. Without Exodus, I think that thrash metal would be very, very different.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Really.
You know what I mean? I think that maybe they didn't even call it thrash. I don't. Who knows? You know. I mean,
but it was great. Okay, gonna give the people here the
Of course.
Bom, falando ali dessa sacada aí que o Rafael perguntou aí, ele fala que, né, no ponto de vista dele, assim, um dos maiores erros foi terem demitido o Paul, né? E se não tivesse esses atrasos, assim, de um disco pro outro, a coisa talvez seria diferente, assim. Mas ele lamenta mesmo, assim, que eles deveriam, quando ele olha para trás, assim, o fato de terem tirado o Paul atrapalhou um pouco bastante o Êxodos, assim. Ok, tem um vocalista novo, ficou bom, ficou, mas não era o Paul, todo mundo queria o Paul. E isso dificultou um pouco, a gente falou daquela pressão ali para ter um bom Dead by Blood de novo, né? Mas ele acha que eles deveriam ter se preocupado mais com a condição dele, com a saúde dele, do que ter demitido ele, na verdade. Isso acabou ferrando um pouco esse lance da banda, né? E quanto ao Big Four, né, ele fala ali que, bom, na verdade seria um Big Five, né, não Four, né? Seriam 5 bandas grandes, assim, né? Então, isso tem uma certa importância e também mostra ali o reflexo que foi a perda do Paul dentro da banda, assim. Ele tinha como ele fala ali, o Paul, ele sempre ficava empurrando a banda e movimentando a banda. Vamos lá, tem que ser isso, tem que ser aquilo. Então, ele fez uma grande diferença, assim. Então, a preocupação dele ali, como ele fala, é tipo, voltando para trás, assim, acho que eles deveriam ter pensado um pouquinho mais, assim, em vez de ter demitido, ter aguentado ele um pouquinho mais, porque talvez eles não sabessem lidar com a coisa, assim, né? Não ocorreu o que aconteceu com Metallica, né? Nem preciso falar da história.
Vamos lá, vamos se encaminhando aí. Luca, aproveita que o homem tá aí.
Eu tenho uma pergunta bem interessante para fazer aí. Rick, I want to ask you if you know anything about Rob McKillop nowadays. You know, we got absolutely no news, nothing about him on internet, and he was a part of the band, you know, in the 80s and 90s.
Absolutely.
He was a part of the golden years.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't. He just when he quit, he was like he just like disappeared. You know, I heard at first that he had an alcohol problem. Then I heard he got better. I heard he went to school and got his electrician's his license to do electrical stuff. So he still lives in the same house in Berkeley. And I told myself, next time I'm in Berkeley, I'm going to go see him. So I'll definitely tell everybody that people wonder where the hell he is. You know what I mean? I've never seen him on social media. I've never, ever.
Yeah, neither do we. It's
Boa.
Kind of odd, huh?
Ok. Bom, ali respondendo, ele falou que ele teve uns problemas com álcool, né? Tava tendo problemas ali, mas depois que ele saiu do Exodus, ele desapareceu. Também, ele sabe que ele se curou desse vício do álcool aí, né? Foi estudar. E ainda mora em Berkeley ainda, né? É o que ele sabe, mas o cara sumiu total, né? Ninguém acha.
Acho que dá para fazer uma interessante essa pergunta do Luciano aqui, Christian, por favor.
Aham. Okay. Luciano Roberto is asking about the mainly influences in the guitar for you.
My main influences?
Yeah.
Right now or back in the day? Right now, I'll just say, right now I've been listening to a lot of Joe Bonamassa. I love Eric Johnson, Chris Poland, Gary Holt,
Gary who?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Never heard about him.
Yeah,
Gary who?
I like. Honestly, I'm really open. I listen to a lot of different. I listen to a lot of different guitar players.
And back in the day,
a lot of blues.
Great. Então aí já respondeu, né? Tipo, ele
Tell
é
him,
bem
thank you for the question.
Ah, tá agradecendo a pergunta pelo Luciano. Então, naquela época, ele é bem mente aberta, né? Vocês viram aí que ele mencionou vários guitarristas, tem o Gary não sei quem aí, né? A gente não sabe, vamos fazer de conta. O Chris Poland, que é realmente um baita guitarrista, assim. E ele ouve bastante blues, né? Eu ouvia também bastante blues. Então, é uma versatilidade, né? Então, depois ninguém sabe por que ele toca aquilo que toca, né?
Legal. Não, bacana. Isso que deixa um estilo próprio, né? Sempre tá buscando referências em outros estilos, né?
Cria identidade, né? Cria uma identidade violenta.
Ivan, tem a última aí?
Não, eu vou perguntar para ele se ele gostaria, se ele fosse para escolher uma banda para ele, digamos, para ele produzir ou ele entrar, qual banda ele gostaria de fazer parte?
Ivan is asking about if you wanted to produce a band or join a band, a current band. Which band would you like to produce or join?
I'm going to be doing my own band real soon here. I got some things going on right now, so I wouldn't want to join anybody's band. I'd like to produce. That's a good question. Let me think about this. I'd like to produce Hatred. It would be good to produce Hatred. Yeah, I'd like to produce. There's a lot of good.
Hatred.
Yeah, there's a lot of good metal coming out of the Bay Area right now. Cultural Warfare, Hellbender, Infects. Some really good bands coming out of the Bay Area right now. Okay. Matter of fact, we're probably going to go see DRI tonight in Ukiah.
Yeah. Bom, falando ali, ele fala que ele gostaria mais de produzir a própria banda, né? Do que produzir outras assim, né?
Hi, Doozy. Craziest fan base in your opinion?
Brazil?
Mexico. South America.
South America is crazy.
There is no better. Europe is good. United States is great. South America is the best.
Yeah, I think Mexico and South America, we rival about the craziest.
Yeah. So we got Argentina, all of it. I've never played Colombia. I heard Colombia is pretty good. I'd like to play Colombia. But as far as where I've played, it's definitely Brazil and Mexico for sure. No question about
it. Yeah. Tô falando que o público mais louco que tem é o México, América Latina, o Brasil, né? A Argentina também, né? A Argentina tem bastante louco nos shows.
Ah, é verdade.
Galera, eu acho que a gente cumpriu bem aqui, ó. Senão a gente vai ficar, né? Cumprimos bem aqui. A gente vai agradecer aqui a presença. Agradece aí para nós, Christian. É uma honra estar aqui com o Rick, né? Ele, enfim, é um cara que nos inspira aí há muito tempo. Agradecer o Luca aí do canal, da page, né? Do Exodus.
Eu que agradeço.
Brasil. Cara, fantástico. Obrigado por você estar aqui com a gente.
Obrigado a vocês pelo convite. Uma honra participar.
Cara, show. E Christian, se despede aí, cara. Só alegrias. Só coisas boas.
Okay, we are finishing here. So George asked to say that we are very happy to have you here. Thank you very much for the opportunity to talk to us too. We feel honored.
You guys, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
It was
great.
Thank
you so much. Luca, hey, I want to say something about Luca's old school Exodus shirt. Right there, the one you're wearing.
Yeah.
No. The other one. The one you're wearing, Luca. This one. Yes. That's old school.
Yeah, absolutely old school. I put in this. I'm wearing this for this special times we're spending here. It's especially for you, Rick.
Thank you. Obrigado.
Obrigado, Rick.
Thank you very much.
My friends.
Nós que agradecemos, né?
Thank you, Rick. Thank you.
Yeah, galera, obrigado. Acompanhe a agenda de novembro do Heavy Culture aí, que tá cheio de peso pesado aí. Aparece aí, bater um papo com a gente. E é
se inscreve no canal, toca no sininho lá e acompanha a gente lá, compartilha e segue todo mundo aí.
Êxodos Brasil aí também.
Obrigado,
galera,
isso aí.
Obrigado, Christian. Thank you, Rick.
Valeu.
Bye-bye.
Cheers, Rick.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.